the exact days you're most fertile. If you're trying to conceive or even just understanding your cycle better, tracking ovulation naturally can make all the difference. In this video, I'll explain how to know when you're ovulating without any expensive tests, just by listening to your body's natural signal. Ovulation is when a mature egg is released from your ovary, usually around the middle of your cycle. It travels through the fallopian tube, awaits the sperm. Your most fertile period is about 5 days leading up to the ovulation and about a day after ovulation itself. Tracking ovulation helps you identify this fertile window, so you can time your intercourse or even treatments. Coming to the methods, the first is the calendar method. This is the simplest way to track your cycle using the calendar or the app. If your cycle is about 28 days, ovulation generally happens around day 14. But remember, it's not the same for everyone. For a 30-day cycle, the ovulation may happen around day 16, whereas for a 26-day cycle, it can happen around day 12. So to estimate your fertile window, subtract 14 days from your total cycle length, and that's roughly when you ovulate, which is approximately 2 weeks from your next expected period. So track at least for 3 months to understand and know better about your cycles. If your cycles are irregular, tracking would be difficult, so you would need a fertility specialist for evaluation and probably treatment. Coming to the second method, the cervical mucus. Your cervical mucus changes throughout the cycle, and it's one of the best natural clues. Here's what you look for. After your period, your mucus is usually dry or sticky. As ovulation approaches, it tends to become slightly cloudy or creamy. Around ovulation, the mucus generally turns clear, stretchy, and raw egg white-like. This egg white-like consistency helps the sperm swim easily towards the egg. This is nature's way of saying now's the time. When you see this kind of mucus, you're in the fertile window. Post-ovulation, the discharge usually becomes thick and sticky. Coming to the third method, basal body temperature tracking. This method involves taking your body temperature every morning before you get out of the bed using a digital thermometer. Here's what happens. Before ovulation, your temperature generally tends to be lower. But right after ovulation, there is a rise about 0.5 degrees Celsius or even 0.5 degree Fahrenheit due to progesterone, which is a thermogenic hormone. With this method, you'll notice a temperature shift that confirms ovulation has occurred, though it can't predict beforehand. Tracking for 2 to 3 months help you recognize your own ovulation pattern. The fourth way would be using ovulation predictor kits, which are commercially available. Another very accurate way to track ovulation is supposed to be the ovulation predictor kits. These are urine test strips that detect the surge of the luteinizing hormone, the same hormone which is required for triggering ovulation. Here's how it works. A sudden spike in LH or luteinizing hormone usually occurs about 24 to 36 hours before ovulation. So when your test line becomes dark or darker than the control, it means the ovulation is likely to happen in the next day or in the next 2 days. That's your most fertile window and the best time to have intercourse if you are trying to conceive. For best results, start testing a few days before expected ovulation. Like for example, if it's a day from day 10 itself in a 28-day cycle. Test at the same time each day. Ideally, afternoon sample of urine is used. This is to avoid low levels of LH in the early part of the day. Usually the LH hormone builds up in the later part of the day. Ovulation predicting kits are a great way to predict ovulation, while basal body temperature confirms that the ovulation has already happened. Coming to the physical signs, many women notice subtle changes around ovulation, like mild cramps or pain on one side of the lower abdomen, which is called as Mittelschmerz. Sometimes people notice breast tenderness, increased libido, feeling more energetic or upbeat. These are all your body's natural ways of signaling fertility. If you tune in, you'll start recognizing your own rhythm. Next is the combined method. The best approach, well, combining all of these together or a few of them depending on your convenience. Using the calendar to estimate cervical mucus, to identify the fertile days, the basal body temperature to confirm ovulation has happened. You can also use ovulation predictor kits occasionally to double check as they detect the luteinizing hormone surge right before ovulation. But remember, your body is the best predictor when you pay attention. Tracking ovulation naturally gives you the body awareness not just for conception but also for understanding hormonal health. If you notice irregular cycles, no fertile mucus, or no temperature shift, it could hint polycystic ovarian syndrome, thyroid issues, or other hormonal conditions. Early awareness means you can get help sooner. So start observing, tracking, and connecting with your body. It's not complicated, it just takes consistency and patience. Your menstrual health is like a personal health report, and ovulation is the start of every month. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's on their fertility journey. Once you understand your cycle, you can time your intercourse effectively, but sometimes, even when everything looks right, conception doesn't happen. Let's explore why, the common causes of infertility, in our next video.